first things first, I'm gonna apologize in advance. It is about to storm outside, so I have no idea what this lighting is gonna look like, but we're doing an empties video because I have had no time to nail swatch, and I've got quite a few nail swatches I need to do. The weather has been terrible the last few days, so I have been unable to do any swatching, so I'm behind on nail polish swatching. So I figured an empties video would be the best thing to do today because, like I said, about to pour down rain. You don't need to have accurate color for these empties. It's garbage. Nobody cares. I have a lot of garbage that I want to throw away and not hoard like a crazy person. So that is also why we're doing an empties video. And I had contact lens problems today. So that mofo had to come out of my eye as soon as I got home from work today. So you are going to be graced with my glasses. So I apologize for the glare in my glasses. I apologize that you have to see me glass-faced, but you know, hashtag contact lens people problems. So yeah, today we're doing an empties video. Oh, and I should say that I apologize if this is anyone's first video of mine that you're watching. My videos don't normally look like this. I don't look like a crazy person, and you know, it's not pouring down rain every video I film. So hello and welcome. Thank you for watching, but please go watch some of my other videos if you like nail polish. But anyway, we are doing an empties video. I don't think there's any there's like one or two nail polish things, but a majority of this is just beauty products and whatnots. So, you know, it's my garbage. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna see how it was and what I thought about it. So let's go. Garbage, garbage. We're talking about my garbage. Sorry, my lips were super chapped. We had to do something about this. Okay, so first thing in my garbage is my Zoya big old honkin' Remove Plus nail polish remover. It's almost embarrassing that I finished an entire bottle of this because this is a ridiculous amount of nail polish, but this is the only nail polish remover that I use. So I usually get the smaller, I used to get the smaller bottles of this, like the push top ones, but I didn't like those. Did anyone else ever have a problem with like when you would press it, like it would squirt everywhere? I had that problem, so I stopped getting the squirt bottle and just got the big old honkin' one. And then, yeah, like I said, my favorite nail polish remover. I already have another one of these, so that is that. Next up is I've got a couple hair care products. First up is the Giovanni Cherry Blossom and Rose Petals Ultra Luxurious Shampoo to pamper stressed out hair. I'm not super picky about my shampoo and conditioner as long as it's color safe. For the most part, I use whatever, and I don't really particularly stay with a particular brand. I just don't find anything. I've never found anything that's like coerced me to want to, you know, be loyal to a particular brand, so I kind of like shop around. I usually have a couple circulating in my shower. I usually have like one that's super clarifying. I usually have one that is for blonde hair just because I have a couple blonde highlights I need to keep bright and not brassy, and then I usually will keep one that's like ultra conditioning. So that's what this one is. This one was almost a little too conditioning for me. I felt like sometimes it weighed my hair down just a tad, made it look a little, not greasy, but it looked like it had not been freshly washed. It looked like it was, you know, like 1 or 2 day old hair. So I wasn't super crazy about this, but if you have really dry hair, which I don't really have dry hair, for the most part, I feel like even though it's colored, it's somewhat, you know, cared for and not terribly damaged. So, but if you had dry hair, I feel like this would be a really good option for you. So I did like this, but I don't think I'm going to repurchase it. All right, sticking with hair care, I also finished off an Oribe Bright Blonde conditioner. I tried this. I've been going through several kinds of like purple shampoos for blonde hair. I'm not super picky. I just, you know, I don't particularly stay with a certain brand. I just don't use, I don't use a lot of drugstore brands because I don't use parabens, or I try to stay away from paraben, let me stop. I try and use paraben-free, sulfate-free, for the most part paraben-free. Sometimes the sulfates kind of sneak in there, but for the most part I try to stay paraben-free and cruelty-free. So Oribe Bright Blonde Conditioner. This was nice, very moisturizing for blondes. Purple you know, purple for, you know, a little bit of brightness. So I did like this. It was a tad expensive, so for the price, I don't know if it was that awesome. So I don't think I would repurchase this. I think I'm just gonna dig in here because I don't want to keep like going by certain stuff. Okay. I think I only have one of these. This is my favorite lotion by far. This is the Pure Basics Natural Hand and Body Lotion. And the kind that I have here is the Lavender and Rosemary. This is, like I said, this is my favorite lotion by far. I have to order this online because none of the grocery stores around me or beauty stores carry this. I used to be able to get this back at home in Florida at one of my natural health food stores, but unfortunately I have not been able to find it here in Texas, so I order it online through Amazon. Like I said, it is my favorite by far. I feel like it is moisturizing enough, you know, but it absorbs quickly into the skin. I feel like some that absorb quickly don't moisturize enough, and I feel like, you know, I have to lather and lather and lather, but other ones that are like body butters and super creamy end up being like oily, and I have to like walk around like this for, you know, 20 minutes waiting for it to soak in. So I feel like this is a really good like middle of the road. Like I want a bunch of moisturize. I want it to be moisturizing, but I also don't want to be a grease ball for 2 hours. So this is my favorite lotion. Like I said, I'll find the Amazon link for it if you guys want to try it out. It's my favorite by far. I order it online. That'll tell you how much I like it. I've got a couple. Is that it? I think that's it. I've got two Dr. Bronner's Pure Castille soaps. One in hemp rose, the other in tea tree or hemp tea tree. These are my favorite. I kind of use these all around the house. So I use these in the shower as like a body wash sometimes. I also, the hemp rose is the one that I use the most. I go through this one the most often. And I think also that's why I have this tea tree one. So I go back and forth between. What I use this mostly for is to clean my makeup, my beauty blender, and some of my makeup brushes from time to time. So I go through these relatively quickly. I usually have two working. I usually have one that's sitting in my shower that I'll use from time to time in the bathroom as like a face wash, as like a ultra click. Like if I get in the shower and I still have makeup on, I will use the Dr. Bronner's to kind of get all the makeup off, and then I will, you know, go in with an actual like cleanser. But for the most part, the ones that I go through the most quickly are the ones that are in my spare bathroom, which is where all my makeup is, because I use them to clean my beauty blender. I find like it's the only thing that I can get that'll get really deep down into the beauty blender, because you know how you clean your beauty blender, for those of you that have it, and you clean it, but there's still like that really like the stuff that's like really deep down in the center that you just can't get. This I feel like really can get deep down into the center of the beauty blender and get all that excess that's stuck in there from time to time. So I use that for the most part, and these are my favorite. I use pretty much any scent, but the hemp rose one is my favorite. The tea tree I use from time to time just because it's got antibacterial properties, but I tend to use the rose one the most. Okay, I don't think, nope, I think I just have one. I went through one dry shampoo. This is the Klorane. Again, I don't stick with one particular dry shampoo. I tend to try a whole big bunch of them because I haven't found one that I can stick with, although I did really like this one. For the most part, the issue I have with dry shampoos is the buildup that it gets in my hair, because I try not to wash my hair. I try to go 3 to 5 days without washing my hair. So the ones that I have tried in the past, I have an issue with buildup after, like, you know, the 3rd or 4th day of using dry shampoo. I also have an issue, obviously my hair is dark, so I have an issue with the powdery substance, or the powdery look that comes after dry shampoo, even after you've, you know, rubbed it in for 20 minutes. Yeah, so this one I actually liked. I probably would repurchase this, but I went through it pretty fast. So for the price tag for this, I just don't know if it would be something I would purchase on a continual basis. So I would like to find one that's a little bit more expensive, or a little bit less expensive maybe, or just more easily accessible. I hate going to Sephora, and these aerosol cans are the one, you know, every time I order something from Sephora online, those, you know, the aerosol cans make them they have to go through ground shipping, so it takes like a week. So it's kind of annoying to have to order it through Sephora, and I hate going to the store at the mall. So I'm just, you know, first world problems. But anyway, this is a good dry shampoo. If you haven't tried it, I would suggest that. That's Klorane, the Klorane, just dry shampoo with oat milk. I think they have 2 different kinds, so this is the one with oat milk. And then I went through a body powder. This is the Bathtime Baby Silky Smooth Body Powder. I use dry shampoo and body powder in conjunction for my hair. So sometimes I like the dry shampoo to give it a little bit of texture, a little bit of grit. But sometimes I like to get like deep down to the scalp to do a little bit of cleansing. And for that I use body powder for the most part. So I don't use any with talc. So most of the time it's like the baby powders that you can find at the health food store. So this is just the one that I picked up at the store last time. I did like this, no complaints. I mean, it's just like baby powder, so it's, you know, there's really nothing to complain about it. But yeah, I just kind of go in, sometimes I want to use powder. Sometimes, like, I feel like sometimes I can't get really close to the scalp, sometimes with like the aerosol cans on the dry shampoos. So I feel like sometimes when I feel like I really need to get like really close to the scalp, I will use the body powder. So this one was good. I don't know if it would be, you know, I don't know if I'd repurchase this specific brand, because again, I'm not really like super picky about body powders. I think I already repurchased one and it's not this one. So as long as I have a body powder in my collection, I don't really particularly care which one it is. I went through 2 body washes, it looks like. This is the Nubian Heritage brand. I picked this up at my health food store. I've got 2 different scents. I've got the coconut and papaya, and then I also have the patchouli and buriti, I believe that is. I really like this brand. This is a body wash where I feel like I don't have to use lotion as soon as I get out of the shower, but yet I still feel clean. So I really enjoy this. I like both scents. I feel like I like the patchouli and buriti just a smidge more, but this coconut and papaya is good also. So I believe I already have repurchased another bottle of this, so this is my favorite body wash as of right now. Let's see here, I'll save that one for last. I went through 1 face wash. This is the Andalou Naturals Citrus Kombucha Cleansing Gel. I really like this brand. This is, you know, when it comes to my skincare, I feel like my skincare is about 80% Andalou Naturals. So I really enjoy this brand, and this cleansing gel is really nice. I use this as the cleanser for when I am taking off makeup. I usually use a cleansing oil first to get a majority of the makeup off, and then I will use this to go in after it. Or when I feel like my skin is being extra annoying, which has been lately and is, you know, breaking out more than often, I will use this a little bit more. I have 2 different cleansers that I use most of the time. So it's usually one that's like clarifying for when I'm having, you know, breakouts and stuff like that, and then I also have one that's more of like a brightening one. So I enjoy this. I already have a backup of it, and actually I think I have a backup. I already repurchased this, and I think the one that I repurchased is almost empty, so I go through this pretty quickly. So I really enjoy that face wash. I went through a toner. Ugh, I don't know what was on that, but it was greasy and gross. I went through 1 toner. This is the Pacifica Cactus Water Micellar Cleansing Tonic. I really like this. I just have a problem trying to find it. It's not at my health food store, which is where I shop 90% of the time. I think it's at Target now, but I don't go to Target that often. And I think I got a backup of this, but I'm not using it right now, and I did get it at Target. I just don't go to Target very often, so I feel like maybe when I go to Target, I need to get multiple bottles of these, because I actually do enjoy this one. This is, I do like this. I will use the Micellar, so cleansing oil on my face to get the makeup off. I'll use that Andalou Natural Cleaner to kind of clean off, you know, any excess, and then I will also go in after that with the Micellar tonic and get any other remnants. I also need to use this Micellar water because I have eyelash extensions, and so I can't get anything, I tend to not put, I know they say like don't use anything oil-based, but I tend to just keep everything away from my eye area, and then I just use the Micellar water to get everything, you know, around the eye area. I also have like an eyelid cleaner that the lash technician gave me that I'll use to get like really into the lashes, but to get like a majority of the makeup off around like the eye area, I use the Micellar water. So I repurchased this, and it's a backup right now. I'm going through something else at the moment, but I do really like this, so I would recommend it. They have 2 different kinds. I can't really tell the difference between the 2. I think there's this one, which is cactus water, and I think they also have a kale something or another. I've tried both. They're both, you know, equally the same. I don't really notice the difference, but this is a nice micellar water if you're looking for one. relatively, you know, inexpensive for like a more natural brand. I went through another lotion. This is the Janiero Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. This was like an impulse purchase when I was at Sephora. You know, when you're waiting in line and you've got all the little sample thingamajiggers. And I've heard people talk about this numerous times as a really nice lotion. It definitely was nice. The scent I really enjoyed. I'm not super into like summery kind of scents, so to me, like, the scent was nice, but it's not one of those like, oh my god, like everyone else was acting. It's a nice scent, but I don't know if it's like, you know, that, I don't know, it was fine. It's a nice smell. Yeah, it's nice. But yeah, so I liked this lotion. I thought it was good. I didn't really notice any like firming qualities to it, so for the price tag, I don't think this is something I would repurchase, just because I don't think I really saw that much of a difference. And it was a little greasy after you put it on. So like I said, that Pure and Basics lotion is my favorite by far. So, and this even wasn't really like super moisturizing, so I don't even know if I would use this as like, you know, a body butter type thing, you know, when I'm wanting something like super luxurious and super moisturizing. It was nice. I just, for the price tag, I just don't think it was worth it. So, I've got my favorite, this is probably my top favorite thing that I've got. Do I have another one? No. Okay. It's probably my top favorite thing that I have. I've been looking for a natural deodorant that actually works for the longest time, and this is the one that I found. I got this in a Birchbox quite a few months ago, and I'm so glad that I did, because it is amazing. The brand is called Meow Meow, like as in what a cow says, or what a cow says, as in what a cat says. Meow Meow Tweet, as in what a bird says. Meow Meow Tweet. And this is the deodorant cream. I believe they also have roll-ons. They have deodorant creams in numerous scents. This particular one is in grapefruit. They also do baking soda free and, you know, with baking soda. So they got a bunch of different, you know, kinds. I love this. I love the consistency. I think what makes it amazing to me is that it has some kind of clay in it. Does this one not have clay in it? Okay, I could be lying. I thought one had clay. But anyway, whatever they put in here, it makes it a paste-like consistency. It's pretty much empty, but yeah, I don't think you're gonna tell. But anyway, it's like a pasty consistency. You warm it up between your fingers and then you rub it under your armpits, and it just like, I mean, I've used many natural deodorants, and for the most part, I mean, you're gonna sweat regardless. You sweat with this also. There's no natural deodorant you're gonna find that's gonna stop you from sweating. My problem was just the odor control. So I would find some, you know, that would mask the odor, but you could still smell it to an extent. This one, I don't smell any odor at all. It is amazing, and it lasts a long time. That's the other thing too, is some natural deodorants, if they would work for a certain period of time, but then after like, you know, 8 to 10 hours or something, like, you'd be stanky. Or if you did any like strenuous activity, like I couldn't go to the gym, I couldn't go, you know, work out, wearing that deodorant, because that would just stink. There was just no way around it. I was gonna smell. This, I don't smell at all. It's amazing. It's a little pricey, but I will use this till like the day I die if they keep making it, because it is amazing. So if you need natural deodorant and you haven't been able to find any that you like, please try this. This is awesome. I will say though, I did try the roll-on one and I didn't like it as much. I think this particular, and this is the baking soda free, so I can't speak to the regular baking soda, the one that has baking soda, or the roll-on one I didn't really care for very much. I think it's just the way that it was, like, I think it was just because it was in the roll-on tube, I didn't care for it. But it was the same like formula as this. But yeah, this is amazing. Please try it if you need a natural deodorant. This is awesome. And that will lead me into the natural deodorant that I have, that I got that I hated. And this is the Jason Dry Spray Deodorant in Soft Rose. This was terrible. Terrible. It did nothing. Nothing. Like, it basically was just spraying like air under your armpits. Like, did nothing. It made me, like, I smelled. I didn't even feel like I had deodorant on. I basically had to like force myself to use this. I would use this like when I went to bed. Like, I would get in the shower, or I would take a shower at night, put this on because I knew I wasn't going to do anything, just to get rid of it, because I was like, oh, it's terrible. Do not buy that. Buy that other one. Don't buy this. This is bad. Let's see here. I went through quite a few. So I have like 3 or 4, how many do I have? I have 3 oil diffusers in my house. I've been trying to use those. In the last few months I've purchased, I had one to begin with in one of my bathrooms. And then in the last few months, I've just gotten tired of purchasing candles. I feel like I do nothing but buy candles. I feel like I'm wasting so much money on candles. I finally was just like, I need to buy some more oil diffusers and just put them around my house, because I just felt like I was wasting so much money buying candles. And I was just getting aggravated with, needless to say, I was tired of candles and I needed a break. So I was like, I'm gonna buy some oil diffusers, bought some on Amazon, and I've been going through a bunch of, make sure I don't have any more in here. Just been going through a bunch of oils. So I've got 4 essential oils. I feel like these are a lot just because I've been accumulating them for a long time. So they were all kind of running out at the same time. So I have one that is cinnamon cassia. This is really, really nice smell. I have this in my bathroom. I have 2, oh no, just kidding. I have 1 spearmint, which is nice. I use that in my bathroom also. I have a eucalyptus. I love eucalyptus. I think that's my favorite scent by far anywhere in the house. And then this one was a mix of, and I didn't say the brands, but I'll put them down below if you're wanting, like, these were all good. This particular eucalyptus one, I didn't really care for. I just felt like it wasn't like super saturated with the scent. I felt like I had to put a whole bunch of oil in there to get even a remotely eucalyptus scent from the diffuser. And then this one was from a.k.a. I think the other 2, the cinnamon and the spearmint, are from Meow essential oils. And this one's from a.k.a. and this is the mellow mix of lavender and sandalwood. This one I didn't really care for. I think I just like straight lavender. I think the sandalwood just kind of like, I don't know. I like both of those scents, but I don't know if I like them together. So I probably wouldn't repurchase this one. I've already repurchased a cinnamon, and I've already repurchased a eucalyptus. Did I repurchase a spearmint? I don't think I did. I don't think I repurchased a spearmint. Not that I didn't like spearmint. I'm just, trying other things. So that is that. I went through, sticking with the bathroom, I guess. I don't really know if that was bathroom, but whatever. I went through 1 bathroom spray. This is the brand Mask, which I buy off of Amazon. This is the Lemon Blossom. It's getting wet on me. This is the Lemon Blossom bathroom spray. This is my favorite brand of bathroom sprays. I use it in the toilet. I use it in the cat litter box. I use it like anywhere to kind of mask any type of odors. And this is awesome. I've tried many different scents from them. The Lemon Blossom one was fine. It's not my top favorite smell, but out of all of them that they have, but this was pretty good. I would recommend definitely this brand of bathroom sprays if you're looking for one. It's a really good one. Let's see here. I went through a nighttime moisturizer. This is the Clinique Turnaround Overnight Revitalizing Moisturizer. I didn't really care for this. For nighttime moisturizers, I tend to like something really thick and moisturizing. And I didn't think this was very thick or moisturizing, to be honest. I didn't really notice any major results with it. It mentions that it's a revitalizing moisture cream. Literally works overnight to reveal more luminous skin. I don't know if it was really, for the price tag, I didn't think it really did anything exciting, so I would pass on this. I think I'm just gonna stick. I went on a little phase where I got tired of my Andalou natural skincare and decided to try some like Clinique products because somebody recommended them and my skin was being annoying at the time, so I was super susceptible to be like, oh, let me try some new stuff. And I wasn't really like super thrilled with any of the stuff that I've tried. So I think I'm just gonna stick with what I was doing before because that's what I liked. So anywho's, I'm not gonna repurchase that. All right, almost there. I went through a hair mask. This is, I believe I got this in my Sephora Play subscription box. This is the Christophe Robin regenerating mask with rare prickly pear seed oil. I am so glad I got a sample of this. This is awesome. Awesome. The smell is awesome. It was super moisturizing. I wish it wasn't $70 for a container because it was so good. I think I will probably end up repurchasing this at some point. I just haven't been able to like stomach the $70. And I also have like 1 or 2 other hair masks that I'm working through. I don't use hair masks very often. So I'm working through like 1 or 2 other hair masks. And I also heard somebody say that the Amika hair mask is good. So I might try that before I buy this, but oh, this was really good. Like, it was a really moisturizing mask without being super heavy and thick. And it was actually a mask where they recommended that you like layer it on your hair and then actually get a little bit of water and like, you know, actually like work it into your hair. And I just, it really, like I said, I don't have super damaged hair, so you know, I can't say how well this would work for someone whose hair is like super damaged and processed, but I would definitely give it a try because I really enjoyed this. I thought it, like, again, the scent on it was really nice. I mean, I don't know if the scent was really nice. It's a weird smell. I don't know if I can really describe to you what this smells like, but I liked it. I feel like this scent might be I feel like it might be hit or miss. I think some people might think it smells like kind of old lady-ish, but I seem to like it. And it's too dark in here for me to read what's on this container, but anywho, this was a really nice hair mask. I'm definitely thinking about repurchasing it, but not at this, you know, not right now. Let's see here. I went through, this is another sample that I got, I think, in a play box. This is the Clinique Pep-start 2-in-1 exfoliating cleanser. This was okay. I don't use exfoliating cleansers very often because I have a exfoliating what is that called, like washcloth type thing in the bathroom, so I don't really use exfoliating products because the majority of the time I'm just putting my cleanser on my exfoliating washcloth and then, you know, exfoliating myself. But this was nice. The only issue I have with exfoliating cleansers is usually the beads are too large, so I just feel like, you know, there's like maybe 3 or 4 beads on my face and I'm having to like move them around, whereas these were like really finely milled exfoliating whatever's were in here, so I felt like it actually did like a decent job of exfoliating. I just, like I said, I don't really buy these types of things just because I use my washcloth, so I don't think I would repurchase this. But if you like exfoliating products, I think you might like this. So yeah, Clinique Pep-start 2-in-1 exfoliating cleanser. Okay, so next up is another sample I got in a play box, I think, or maybe like an order of some kind. I definitely know I got it from Sephora. But this is the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil Face Butter. And I've been toying whether or not if I wanted to buy this. I mean, have you guys ever like tried a sample and loved it and then, you know, you end up buying the full size and you hate it? I feel like that's happened to me like quite a few times recently, and so now I'm kind of like, I wonder if I just like this because it was something a little bit different than what I normally use or what I was using. I don't know. I feel like I liked this, but I just don't know if I liked it enough to buy full size. Like, it's sitting in my like maybes cart at Sephora, like my, you know, loves or whatever. So I feel like maybe one day I'll buy it, but I don't know. I'm just like, I didn't hate it. And I felt like it was, you know, nice, but I don't know. Something about it, I just can't pull the plug, or I can't pull the trigger on getting a full size. It was nice. It was moisturizing. It was a little bit heavier of a moisturizer than, you know, I'm used to using. I usually use like a very lightweight, thinner formula, so I felt like this was really moisturizing. I enjoyed it. But I just don't know if it's something I want to buy. So that's on my iffies pile. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Okay. I went through the last of my Boscia Sake Brightening Hydrogel Eye Masks. This poor guy had been sitting in this was one of those like impulse purchases when you're in line at Sephora and you're like, oh, that sounds cool. And this was the last one. I used the other, I don't know if it came with 2 or 3, but I used the other ones like months and months ago, and this was sitting in my refrigerator for the longest time. And that'll tell you what I thought about this. Like, I didn't like it enough that I let it sit there for like 6 months. I don't even know. It was nice. I felt like it was really nice and cooling on my eye, but I just don't think it really like did anything. And I feel like stuff like this, it's like, it's hard to tell whether or not it did something. I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was like nice and refreshing. I might buy it again as like, you know, if I'm doing like a spa day or something, but I don't know if it's necessarily something I like have to have in my beauty collection. So I liked it. I just don't know if it's something, you know, I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on it. It was nice, but nothing, you know, nothing like dramatic, any type of happenings. And I'll stick with face stuff. I think I got a couple more. Glam Glow. This is a sampler of the, it's so dark in here I can't see, the Super Mud Clearing Treatment. I do like this. Again, I don't use a whole lot of face masks. I just like, I have a whole lot of these like small little sample guys because I go to Sephora and I get sucked in and I buy a whole bunch of them and then they just sit in my drawer forever and ever because I just don't use face masks on a regular basis. Like, I'm trying to be more proactive about using them just because I have a whole bunch of them and I don't want them to go bad. But I don't know, I'm just not super, I don't know if it's just because my face, my skin is relatively normal at this point. Like, I'm not dealing with a bunch of breakouts. I'm not dealing with a whole bunch of like aging issues. I'm kind of like in the preventative stage, so I'm kind of, you know, using a lot of moisturizing products and stuff that's like vitamin A, like vitamin C, you know, I'm trying to like do all these preventative measures. So for the most part, like, I feel like these just aren't, I don't feel like they're doing anything for me to warrant spending the money on them. So I did like this. Like I said, my skin's been kind of crazy the last couple weeks with like breakouts and stuff, so I finally went through this. I did like this, but Glam Glow is a tad expensive. Don't know if it's something, I liked it, so like eventually once I get through all of these face masks, this could be something I would repurchase, just for those times when my skin is acting a little bit nutso. But yeah, I don't know if it would be something that I would purchase right now and like have to have in my collection, but it was nice. I liked the tingly feeling that this gave, and I know some people have said like they don't like the like tree branches and like stuff that is in here, but it's okay. It's not really, like, it doesn't bother me too much. But yeah, I could see that being kind of annoying to people, but I thought it was, you know, I liked it. I thought the tingling sensation was nice. Again, I don't know if it's something that I felt like really did, like, I don't know if I noticed a relatively, like a difference in my, like in the congestion of my skin, but I feel like it's probably good to have like a face mask that's, you know, clarifying in some way. So I don't know how I feel about that. I was kind of like, meh. And then the other face mask sample that I finally got through is the Farmacy Honey Potion, the Renewing Antioxidant Hydration Mask. Again, I really didn't see any type of difference with this. It was kind of interesting. It was like a gel, like honey. Yeah, I'm like, what did it feel like? It was basically honey, like that type of consistency. Slather it on your face and then it like heats up, which I thought was kind of cool. Like, it was a really interesting sensation to feel like warmness on your face. But again, I didn't really like notice any difference. This warming massage mask nourishes and revitalizes the skin for a glowing, smooth complexion. I like this. Again, I don't really notice a difference with face masks, so I'm kind of just indifferent about all of them, but I like trying new ones. I really enjoyed the warming sensation on this, but I don't know if like I saw any like vast differences with it. So that I probably won't repurchase, but I'll probably like keep it in the back of my mind when I maybe want to buy new ones and want to try different ones. Because maybe, again, I also have sample sizes, so maybe you need to like use these really like more than, you know, 2 or 3 times to be able to see any type of difference. So it could also be that too. Can I just finish this video? I just want to finish this video before it gets super dark out. Can you just work with me here? Just work with me, please. Please. You're killing me. You're killing me. Okay, we're doing this by moonlight, I think, like, ugh, okay. I'm so sorry for this. I'm trying to finish this, but this camera, like, the battery keeps dying, the memory card's full. It's like everyone's working against me. Okay, another sample. I got the Josie Maran Surreal Skin Argan Finishing Balm. I feel like I couldn't really figure out what the purpose of this was. Like, I was using it as a primer, and I kind of liked it, but again, I feel like I didn't get enough for me to decide whether or not I liked it. I have it on, like, my maybes list at Sephora, but I feel like I like other things more, so for me to like spend money on something I'm kind of like, I don't know about, nah. It was nice. It was okay. I couldn't really figure out how to use it properly. So like I said, I was using it as a primer just to kind of get rid of it. So it was okay as a primer, but I don't know. Wasn't anything to write home about. I went through a foundation, and this is really sad because this is all you see. I thought I had the top of it, but I guess I don't. This is the It Cosmetics CC cream. And I pretty much used it all the way. As you can see, I cut the top off, so I got every nook and cranny. I like this CC cream. I haven't repurchased it. Just because I'm going through other things, and I started using something else that I prefer that's a little bit more lightweight, more of like a tinted moisturizer. I haven't been wearing a lot of foundation lately. For the most part, on the day-to-day when I'm going to work and stuff, I'm just wearing either this tinted moisturizer that I've found that I really like, or I pretty much don't wear any foundation and just you know, use some like light finishing powder and some like bronzer and stuff like that. And for the most part, that's been getting by, you know, getting me by. So I haven't been using a lot of foundation. So I do like this. This is something I've repurchased in the past. It's just not something I've repurchased right now just because I've found some other things that are working better for me at the time. But if you are looking for something, this is definitely something I would recommend. I enjoy this CC cream. I think it's nice. I also went through a Smashbox primer, photo finish primer, I want to say this is. Again, I sliced it in half, so this is not really exciting to look at, but again, I just kind of use this to finish it. It's not my favorite primer in the world. It's a little silicone-y for my taste. I don't really care for silicone primers very much. I mean, I like them to an extent, but I feel like this one's like super silicone-y, so I just feel like it doesn't, I don't know, I feel like it never, like, I understand silicone is not gonna like absorb into your skin, but like I want it to at least like feel like it sets at some point, and for this I just feel like it's always sitting on top of my face no matter how long I sit and let it absorb before I put on my foundation, and I just feel like I'm just smearing it all over the place. So it's not my favorite. I used it, I would use it again, but I don't know, meh. I went through another hair product. This is the Aveda Pure Abundance Style Prep. I did like this. Like I said, I'm not like, I don't really have any like holy grail hair products, so I kind of just like trying different things and seeing how they work. So I did like this. I think I probably would repurchase this, probably not right now because I have a bunch of other hair products that I'm getting through, but I thought this was a really nice kind of first step hair product. I feel like it's kind of one of those, what is it? I hate how like sometimes samples don't tell you what they're supposed to do. This says infuses hair with all day weightless volume. So I would tend to use this on days that I wasn't gonna like heat style my hair, so it would give it like a little bit of body and some like texture to it, but not necessarily make it all crunchy and gross like some gels and mousses do. So I did like this. I think I would repurchase it. So maybe next time I hit the salon or something, but I feel like I have a couple other products in my collection that I need to get rid of before I buy another one. So this is definitely on my radar. I just don't think it's something I'm gonna buy right at this exact moment. We have one more thing. I'm so sorry. I have a light on in the other room, so this is looking like crazy. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, this lighting's terrible. And this is a nail polish from Formula X. It is called Unmistakable. And it's just a mint green. You're not gonna be able to tell because this friggin' lighting is terrible, but it's just like your basic mint green, nothing exciting. Formula X isn't even sold anymore. I just went to go, like, I was reorganizing my polish rack for the fall, and I, saw this. I noticed like it was all like crackety and stuff on the side, and so I like opened it up and it's like thick as shit. Like there's barely anything in there, which is funny because I feel like I barely use this. I feel like I used this maybe like 3 or 4 times, and I've had it for a couple years. So I feel like there wasn't that much product in it, for one, and I feel like it went bad really fast. So I'm glad I don't have a whole lot of Formula X like nail polishes, because that was really disappointing. So I ended up repurchasing a different mint green, which you'll see here shortly once I'm able to actually swatch some nail polishes. So I went ahead and purchased a new mint for the spring once I'm ready to wear mint, and I'm getting rid of this because I'm not even gonna try to like thin this out and make it work. So I'm kind of over it. So that is that, and we are done. So you guys deserve like some type of medal or award for sticking with me, because this is ridiculous. Like I feel like Darth Vader or some kind of villain, like Two-Face from Batman. Like I don't even know what this is. But I just wanted to get a video up for you guys. I'm really trying to like make this like filming schedule work for my work within my work schedule, and it's really hard. I work full-time, so you know it's really easy for me to film videos for the most part, but swatching nail polishes takes me a little while, and then trying to edit them does take me a little bit of time. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me and, you know, giving me a bunch of like really positive comments on my videos. I really appreciate that. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel really happy that people are enjoying my videos. So I thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. See ya!